What's good, everybody? It is your boy Cam back with another Xenoverse 2 video for you guys. Hey, we are here to talk about what I feel is probably the second most wanted Awoken in this game, and that is Ultra Instinct, my boys. Now, whether it's Mastered Ultra Instinct or just regular or both put into one Awoken skill, it really doesn't matter, because what we are just truly looking for is to be able to have that UI feel on our CACs, have our CACs be able to have that clean dodging ability. So like I said, to me, it really doesn't matter whether it's UI or MUI as an Awoken skill in Xenoverse 2 if we were to get them, as long as we just got one of them. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how I think this Awoken skill truly should work, because out of all the Awokens that could be possible for this game, this one is potentially the most game breaking if they don't actually get it right. Now, the reason I say it's the most game breaking is because, well, let's just look at it first and foremost like how other Awoken skills work in this game. Think of it about getting, some kind of decent stat increase, maybe 20 to 30% stat increase across the board. You get other things like maybe your stamina and key regen are affected, right? Just like some other Awokens do have. Maybe your defense is slightly affected. But the major thing that you're getting with this Awoken that would be completely different from others would be the ability to dodge. The ability to dodge and auto dodge is something that would be absolutely crazy on a CAC that has 10 bars of stamina. Think about both UI Gokus we have in this game. They do not have the most stamina in the world. Why? Because, well, that just gives them more dodges available to them. The more stamina you have, the more you can actually dodge. So imagine one of these UI Gokus having 10 bars of stamina. How much better and more just OP of a character would they be at that point? Like, I truly think people might consider, Mastered UI Goku to be in consideration for like best character in the game if he had 10 bars of stamina. He has 6 right now, and he's still a damn good character. If you were to give him 4 more bars of stamina, 4 more possible dodges, or 2 more possible stamina vanishes, that would just be absolutely insane. And that is what you would be looking at with a CAC, but a CAC can also choose whatever skills they want and have the most broken build possible on the game. So to me, Ultra Instinct has to be properly balanced if they were to actually add it in, because like I said, if it was just treated like other Awoken skills on this game, it definitely could be the most broken Awoken we've ever seen without a doubt. So let me talk about how I think this Awoken should be implemented into Xenoverse 2. First and foremost, let's talk about the stat buffs. Across the board, I'm thinking a 25% stat increase. It never really made it seem like Ultra Instinct leaned or favored towards one side or the other when it comes to strike-based or key-based skills. So I'm just going to go for an even flat 25% increase across the board. Not the best in the game by any means, but still definitely up there for competing for best stat increases in the game when it comes to Awokens, right? Now, besides that, of course, you would be gaining the auto dodge ability. The question is, how would this dodge ability actually work? And I think they should just make it work exactly how UI Goku's does in the game at this point in time. Like, make it no different from theirs and how theirs work on the actual cast characters for the CACs. Like, I don't think they got to go into too much depth with that or too much thinking. Just literally copy and paste from the actual cast characters and put that onto the CAC Awoken. Now, we are getting into the territory where it starts to get interesting, because this is something I feel a lot of people will probably either disagree or agree with. Because like I said earlier, the biggest issue with giving a CAC Ultra Instinct is the fact that they could have a 10 bar stamina build with auto dodge on, which would just be absolutely insane. Because again, imagine that on MUI or UI Goku on Xenoverse 2. That would be busted without a doubt, right? So to me, here's what should happen when it comes to UI or MUI. I think that once you transform, your stamina should automatically be capped out at like 7, maybe 8 bars. Somehow, some way, shape, or form, make it work to where it changes the amount of stamina you actually have. Now, I know this is possible because modders actually do this with transformation. There are transformations in the modded scene of Xenoverse 2 where when you transform, you either gain like more key bars or you gain more stamina bars. I've seen that done in the modded scene, right? So if modders can do it, I would imagine the dev team at Dimps could definitely make something happen just like that, just in the opposite regard. Instead of actually gaining ki with an Awoken skill, gaining stamina, I think this is one that should bring your total down just a little bit. Like if you are over the 7-bar stamina mark, I don't think it should go any higher than that when it comes to UI or Mastered Ultra Instinct. Something put into the game, like I said, where your stamina automatically gets set to like 7 or 8 bars at max, because anything beyond that on a UI type of character would just be insane, in my opinion, at the very least. Now, I will say this may not be the best way to balance out this Awoken skill or anything like that, but at the same time, I just feel that the stamina for this Awoken cannot be at 10 bars. Like, you cannot have a 10 bar UI CAC out here on the PvP scene just absolutely dominating the streets. Like, that's what I really think would happen if that was the case. Like, if UI was to be added to the game and you kept your same amount of stamina, kept 10 bars, you would just be seeing 10 bar UI builds literally all over the place on rank without limitations, because everybody would be maxing out their stamina so they have the most dodges possible. And again, that is literally what you would probably see, I would say, at least maybe 50% of the matches at that point in time, because UI would also be an Awoken that is not saiyan exclusive. It would be one that is for every single race within this game. So to me, there has to be something done with the stamina. I'm not saying that my idea is the best, but something has to be done to the stamina to where you cannot allow a CAC to have 10 bars of stamina while having the other benefits of Ultra Instinct at the same time, because that is truly why you look at UI and MUI's builds, their health and stamina are so very low, because, well, if they actually had more, it would be kind of busted without a doubt. And that's something I didn't even talk about in regards to the health factor. Obviously, CACs and without limitations usually have at least 2 bars, and some have up to 3 bars of health. So imagine fighting a 3-bar health and 10-bar stamina UI CAC. That would be one hell of a fight to go up against if that person has any kind of skill at all. So again, to me, I think it has to be balanced in some way. I'm not saying that my idea is necessarily the best, but I do think it's on the right track. So let me know down below in the comments how you would balance out this Awoken skill in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Because again, to me, having a 3-bar health and 10-bar stamina UI CAC with any moves that they want in the game is just a little bit too much, and definitely would become the best character in the game, bar none. Like, it wouldn't even be a question whether or not the UI CAC is the best. They would definitely be the best in Xenoverse 2 without a doubt. So again, let me know your thoughts on how I put together UI, and also what kind of changes would you make to UI to help balance this Awoken out, because again, 10 bar stamina, 3-bar health, any skill you want in the game, massive strike, massive ki base, and massive basic damage, which a CAC can do. It's just a little bit too much. So again, let me know the negatives that you would apply to this Awoken skill right here, how you would have it work on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and your thoughts on what I said about it in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 if it were to be added at some point in the future. But till next time, man, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.